Two of the hottest names in the track and field space these days are Sha'Carri Richardson and Noah Lyles. Mind you, not only are their names plastered in US news and columns, but they were also mentioned countless times in various international media outlets, just this season alone. Suffice it to say that this track season has been good, very good to them. Of course, that is not to say that they never once lost a race, because truthfully, that's not even plausible. Even the greatest athlete is bound to lose at some point in his career. In fact, it is these losses that propel them to run faster than they ever had before. Take Sha'Carri Richardson for example. Before she entered the World Championships in August, Sha'Carri was undefeated in the 100 meter 8 times until her winning streak was shattered by Julien Alfred in July. Did she let that deter her? No, of course she didn't. In fact, she came back to the track faster than she had ever been. And so, after the World Championships, Sha'Carri went home with not one, not two, but 3 medals. In addition to the gold medal in the 100-meter race by clocking 10.65 seconds, Sha'Carri also achieved a bronze medal in the 200-meter race, finishing at 21.92 seconds, and another gold medal in the women's 4x100-meter relay. All the heavy hitters were going to bring their A game, so it helped me pull out my best A game as well. Richardson later shared, "I'm next to living legends. It feels remarkable." Here's the thing. Sha'Carri turned in a personal best of 10.65 seconds in the women's 100-meter sprint at the World Athletics Championships at the National Athletic Center. The time was a World Championship record and personal best for the 23-year-old. Notably, Richardson took 0.02 seconds off the previous best set by Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce last year. Unless you've been living under a rock for decades, you probably know that the world record of 10.49 by Florence Griffith Joyner remains unbroken for 3.5 decades now. Although Richardson wasn't able to break that record, at least this time, she is now tied for the title of 5th fastest woman over 100 meters in history. More than that, it was an unprecedented performance, as no one has ever won the title after making a final based on time instead of auto-qualifying. What's more, Richardson is the first American 100-meter world champion in 6 years. Before Richardson, the late Tori Bowie was the last U.S. sprinter to bring home the 100-meter gold from the Worlds in 2017. Noah Lyles, for his part, hasn't been slacking off either. Like Richardson, he concluded this year's Worlds with 3 medals. But unlike Sha'Carri, who received 2 golds and 1 bronze, Lyles went home with 3 gold medals. It was after the said event that Noah Lyles became the undisputed individual sprint king of 2023, after he breezed to victory in the 200-meter final at the 2023 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, Hungary. He crossed the finish line when the clock registered 19.52 seconds, a remarkable time only a few humans could run. Upon seeing it, Lyles exhaled with a look of both deep satisfaction and mild resignation. It was an understandable reaction, as Lyles was more than 3/10 off Bolt's world record of 19.19 seconds, a benchmark that he boldly predicted he would almost certain break. "Of course, I wanted to be the faster. I still want to break the American record again," Lyles said about his 19.31 personal best. "After my 5th race and running 19.5, I can't be disappointed." His second gold medal came in the men's 100 meters during the World Athletics Championships after he registered a personal best time of 9.83 seconds. With that win, Lyles earned the moniker fastest man alive. His third gold he got from the 4x100 meter relay final. Noah Lyles completed a golden hat trick at the 2023 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, Hungary, as he anchored the U.S. quartet including Christian Coleman, Fred Kerley, and Brandon Carnes to gold in the men's 4x100 meter relay final. Lyles and Richardson's similarities don't stop in their propensity for greatness on the track, but also for being outspoken and controversial outside of it. Lyles caused a huge stir after the Worlds, and not just because of his wins. After Noah Lyles became the first man since Usain Bolt to complete a triple at the Worlds with wins in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter races in Budapest, he took offense about one thing: NBA players using the title of world champion after winning the NBA Finals.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
Lyles continued, "Don't get me wrong, I love the US at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA. As you may have already guessed, this wasn't well received by people, most especially the NBA superstars. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and other NBA players responded to Noah Lyles' comments. Durant left a comment that said, "Somebody help this brother." One star player, however, was on Lyles' side this time. Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is from Greece, discussed Lyles' comments during an interview with 48 Minutes podcast. "I wanted to back him up so bad, you know," Antetokounmpo said. "He received so much backlash for saying, like, the obvious." He explained, "I don't think in any other sport you are called the world champions. You know, like in soccer, which is way bigger than the NBA, more popular than the NBA. When the Champions League, the UEFA Champions League, you know, champions, they don't say the world champion, you know." Sha'Carri, too, backed her fellow US athlete on this sore point. "I'm standing with Noah on this one. The organization have players from different countries, but do they compete against different countries? You have to go against the world in order to be a world champion," she said in a tweet. These statements from two of the most followed track and field athletes of this generation were met with differing opinions. However, Lyles and Richardson paid them no mind and continued to do their best in their respective careers. In fact, only 5 days after their last races at the World Championships, Sha'Carri Richardson and Noah Lyles each won a sprint at a Diamond League meet in Zurich. Richardson, the world 100-meter champion, earned her third Diamond League win at the distance this year. She ran.
Richardson gets a pretty good start. Terry gets an excellent start. So does Zoe Hobbs as well over in lane 2. Richardson starting to come through though. The world champion's going to take this. It's going to be Sha'Carri Richardson right over on the far side.
She ran 10.88 seconds into a 0.2 meter per second headwind, distancing Jamaicans Natasha Morrison and Elaine Thompson-Herah, the two-time Olympic 100-meter gold medalist who both ran 11.00. Meanwhile, Lyles, who bagged 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter golds at Worlds, won the 200-meter in Zurich in 19.80.
Going to be on this occasion. Here comes Knighton. Knighton challenging, and Hughes working hard too, but Lyles so strong over the last 40. Gets it by the best part of a metre from Knighton. Hughes in third place, back in lane 5. The winning time, 19.80. That is.
He notably beat a field that included world silver medalist Arian Knighton, who finished second with a time of 19.87, and Olympic gold and silver medalist Andre de Grasse and Kenny Bednarek. And so, Lyles ended his 2023 season with a bang. Sha'Carri Richardson likewise ended her 2023 season happier than ever, both personally and career-wise. To see more of Lyles' 2023 season, watch this.